real estate endeavors. We believe that every move should be a moving experience. Every week, my co-host Melissa Wallace and I will provide you with my team's unique marketing approach to selling homes and share with you our expertise in navigating the home buying process. We value the experience of our agents at Boston Connect Real Estate so much that not only will you hear my perspective on real estate topics, occasionally you will hear the expert thoughts and opinions of our experienced agents at Boston Connect Real Estate. Be a part of our roundtable. If you have any questions during the show, please call 781-837-4900. We love to talk real estate. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and wherever you'd like to listen to podcasts at Talk Real Estate Roundtable. If you would like a one-on-one consultation with me and my team to discuss your real estate needs, you can connect with me at bostonconnect.com or 781-826-8000. Now, sit back, relax, take good notes, and let's talk real estate.
And good morning to all our South Shore neighbors and beyond. Beyond the South Shore.
Beyond the South Shore.
Yeah. My name is Melissa Wallace, and you are listening to Talk Real Estate Roundtable. And you might have noticed by that little voice that we have Tracy Grady again this week.
Yay!
Hello.
Good morning, South Shore and beyond.
And beyond.
And beyond.
And beyond. Yeah. Was that by Buzz Lightyear?
Yeah.
To infinity and beyond?
Yep.
Yeah, because, we reach beyond the South Shore. So we're going to say hi to them too.
Yeah, everybody.
Yeah, so you weren't going to be on the show. I mean, this is how it goes, truthfully.
This was, I think it's best from my perspective, honestly, watching the two of you trying to get this set up. Sharon is out of state right now, but she was adamantly trying to make it work from out of state with Melissa on Facebook, and the two of them were practicing on Facebook yesterday morning, and I'm sitting doing my work at my Facebook, and I'm like, wait, they're live. Like, the radio show's not till tomorrow.
Yeah, because I'm sitting in the studio and I'm just looking at the camera, and I'm looking at Sharon. Sharon is out of state, and she's on the video too, and
they were practicing.
We were practicing, making sure that we could do the show today for all of you, and I couldn't hear her, or like I would hear every other word and it was lagging, and then it would like refresh the whole page, and I'm like, this is not working. And we tried all these things, and then all of a sudden you hear, why don't you see if Tracy's available for the show tomorrow? And I was like, okay. And then cue me. I call Melissa. I'm like, I have been watching you two on Facebook, and I'm answering them, not realizing I'm 7 minutes late to the conversation. She's watching the video 7 minutes later after we ended it.
After they figured out that they couldn't do it, but they're going back and forth, and I'm like, I can hear them fine, and I can see you fine, and I don't understand. And Melissa's like, no, you're on a delay. I'm like, no, she's not. She is clear as a bell to me.
I know. I watched the video back, so I'm laughing. You're laughing, and the video is totally fine on Facebook. And I'm like, no, I swear, I wouldn't just be sitting there like, I can't hear you.
And I'm like, I'm like the middle person.
But I loved how that you were trying to talk to us. You were like, no, I can hear you.
I can hear you.
I can see you.
No, I can see you. I can hear you. But Sharon's face was priceless. She comes into the screen like she's frustrated, and she's like, all right, this isn't going to work. And her face comes into the screen, and I'm looking at the screen, and she's like, call Tracy and see if she's available. And I'm like, holy cow, it's like she's talking directly.
She can see me.
Does she know I'm sitting here?
We brought you up on stage. You're in it too.
It was so funny.
I had texted you. I said, are you available? And you were laughing already. So you called me, and I'm like, yeah, can you just do the show?
Can you just do the show? Because this is not working from an out-of-state perspective at all. Not even a little
no.
bit.
Yeah. And honestly, we can't believe it's going to be any better.
Nope, probably not. So,
oh my gosh, because you know us,
we digress.
But you know what? I got some great feedback last week about our show, and the people laughing about me talking about planning a wedding, and you talking about moving to Nashville, and just the whole thing. So people had some fun listening to us.
But if more off the cuff,
we like to go with the flow. This is the only thing I like to go with the flow. Everything else I like to plan.
Everything else is planned out, but this, we can do this.
We have some fun. It's our show. It's our show. It's the Melissa and Tracy show. And you got free tickets. So
Yeah,
here we
you
go. But if you've missed any of our past shows or any shows with Tracy, like last week, you can go to talkrealestateroundtable.com, or you can go to your podcast app and look up Talk Real Estate Roundtable.
Yes.
And we're getting to the point where you could just search Tracy Grady and it'll show up.
There's a bunch of them out there.
There's a bunch of them. But in case you haven't caught any of Tracy's shows, which I don't know how that could even be possible, but Tracy, why don't you take a moment to reintroduce yourselves to everybody?
Yes, my name is Tracy Grady. I'm part of the Grady team. I work with my husband, Jim. We primarily do stuff on the South Shore, but we go beyond the South Shore as well. We live in Hanover. We have 2 kids who live out of state. We've been selling real estate for almost 10 years now, which is hard to believe. Hard to believe.
Yeah, I've been here almost 10 years.
Yeah. So when I started, like, right before you, I think we say this every single time.
Yeah.
Like, literally, I started, then you started.
Well, I'm glad you do the introduction every time, because I learned something new, even though I've already heard it. I don't remember it.
Yeah. No, we do it all. Yep. So we do it all the time. So, Jim and I, Grady team here on the South Shore, happy to help anybody buying and selling real estate.
Yeah. Yeah. South Shore and beyond?
South Shore and beyond. Pretty much. Yeah. South Shore beyond, maybe Nashville someday. Yeah, we've been talking about that one. Like hanging our shingle down in Nashville.
Yeah.
Talking about it.
But you guys are pretty motivated that's the goal.
Yep, that's our goal. And we have some really good contacts down there. Our daughter lives down in Nashville with her
She's
boyfriend.
A great contact to have.
And she's a great contact to have, because she is she's in the music business. So I think she's got a lot of people we could probably, help out and, make some friends down there. And
if you don't, you can hang out with them.
Yeah, if nothing else.
If nothing else, you'll get some friends down there.
Get some friends,
hang out with the music
to some
industry.
shows.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Hang out with the hobnob with the elite down in Nashville.
Yeah. Never a boring day.
No.
You'll have a great time.
No. It'll be fun.
But that's where you're at. And we talked a little bit briefly, and I know that it's, it's funny, like, oh, we're going to sell our house and move to Nashville. But it's like, that's your goal.
That's our goal.
But that's where you're at in your life. So what year did you buy your house?
We bought 1999.
Yeah. Yep. So you've been in the same house since 1999.
Yep.
New construction, correct?
New construction. We did not build it. So we didn't custom build it. It was already built. But I mean, we walked in and we were like, yep. This is the one. Like, we knew it right away.
And you were right for 26 years.
26 years. We've been there. So, and now we're working towards, and it's funny because we're working with a lot of clients, or I've had a lot of, obviously, I bartend on the side. So I do have a lot of conversations regarding real estate, even just standing and talking at the bar, even if they're not my clients. We have a lot of people that are in this position. Our neighbors just sold their house and they needed to sell their house to decide what they want to do next. And we have another house coming on the market this week in Pembroke too, on Acorn Lane. Same thing. They're taking their kids are grown, married, moved out, and now the house is too big. And you can't really decide what you want to do until you sell your big asset.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where, we've had a lot of clients in that situation. So most of our clients are going to rent for a period of time and then decide, am I going to buy something up here? Do I need to have an anchor up here? And then maybe just sporadically travel down south and go to Galveston, go to Savannah, go to Florida and see where you want to be. But you can't really do that until you sell that big asset. So we are planning ahead to try to make the most money we possibly can on it. So we put a brand new kitchen in a couple of years ago. We put a pool in, which we are enjoying, and that's important too.
I think that's an important thing to say, is because with those big renovations, we always tell people, don't spend the money if you're not going to enjoy it. So you put it in, and you might get 5-6 years out of it, and that's perfect for you.
Which is great. We got to enjoy the kitchen. I'm enjoying the pool. We put a new deck. Well, we had to put a new deck on because a tree punched through the side of the house and took our old deck out,
crashing down.
It's so funny because we did an open house last weekend, and we were talking about the deck on the back of the house we were showing, and it's like, can this deck be bigger? And I'm like, it's funny you should say that. For probably 25 years, we lived with this postage stamp deck on the back of our house. It was literally like a coaster attached to the back of our house. But we made the most out of it for the 25 years. And every year we'd be like, we really should rip this deck off and go all the way along the back of the house. We really should rip this deck off.
Mother Nature had other plans for you.
Mother Nature steps in and took the wheel, and we decided, and we put this beautiful deck on. The Jim had a vision. Like, he always knew what he wanted, but we were like, it just doesn't seem like a priority right now. So the tree, taking the deck out, definitely made it a priority. Ripped the old deck off, put a new deck on. We did that wire decking on the back so you can kind of see out. There's a pergola over the top. It's beautiful.
Which is perfect because you can see your pool and you're not hiding it. And
so we have this beautiful deck on the back of our house, but literally 25 years we lived with that postage stamp deck, and we made the
I
most
love the
out of
coaster reference.
It was like a coaster attached to the house. It was a coaster. It fit the grill, maybe 2 chairs. I mean, we couldn't even put a table out there. Yeah. It was so small. So, but
I don't remember it being that small. Did I see it before you got in the new deck?
Yeah.
I don't remember it being that small.
Yeah, it was pressure treated wood. It was just the original deck the builder put on.
Yeah.
God forbid we take it off, but we did.
So were those buyers able to put in a larger deck?
We did tell them. I said to them, I'm like, this is not a bad size deck. You should have seen the deck I lived with for 25 years, because this deck is pretty spacious compared to the one that we lived with for a long time. Yeah. But it brought it back into my mind, like, oh my God, I remember living with that deck for so long.
Yeah.
So things to that nature. So now we're getting to the point where we're a year out. What are we going to spend money on that needs to be done and what doesn't need to be done? Yeah. So Jim and I are still in a disagreement. I wouldn't say a disagreement, but our upstairs bathroom, it was professionally done by a we had a professional decorator come in and do it. It's brown and black, and I loved it when I did it in the late 90s, early 2000. It's very eclectic. All the woodwork is black.
Yeah.
We have this like wall that's up, it's glass, and it's got leaves behind. I mean, it's horrible, but it's horrible now.
It's horrible now.
And thank God for Mark McNamara, because our toilet seat broke, and it's a black toilet.
Like, you're the one with the black toilet.
I'm the one with the black toilet. So Jim's like, the worst mistake we ever did. Black woodwork, black toilet. It shows every single piece of dust and dog fur that you can possibly. It's horrible. So we are at the point now, Jim's like, we need to rip out that bathroom. I'm like, do we really need to rip it out? I mean, somebody's going to want to do it their own way. And I don't want to do it and then have somebody be like, it's fine. It's not what I want, but I don't want to rip it out because it's new, or, just kind of take the hit on it. Like, you're not going to, it's not the best bathroom. It really does need to be redone. So now we're kind of to the point where, do we leave the tile? Because the tile's in pretty good shape and it's pretty neutral. The walls are that Venetian plaster and it's brown. I mean, it is a brown and black bathroom. It's just...
It sounds gorgeous. Is that why I've never been invited upstairs?
Probably. I loved it when we did it, but now looking back, I think it was in a magazine. I think she took a picture and submitted it to a magazine. So in the early 2000s, that was very popular. But right now, everything is so neutral and light and airy and beachy and farmhousey that this does not meet any of those requirements at all. So we're deciding, do we spend the money and update the bathroom, maybe convert it from the fiberglass shower stall and tub and put in a walk-in shower, because we have the tub in the second bathroom. So do we update it? Do we not? So we're kind of on the fence right now. And this is where you got to kind of decide, do I want to spend the money and do it? Or do we just kind of take a little hit on the house? Like, I know the bathroom isn't updated. Yeah. So you can update it and do whatever you want. And we've taken that in consideration, pricing the house out. So we are trying to decide.
I mean, I don't think you're going to lose $100,000 because of a bathroom.
Because of one bathroom. And it's not, again, it's definitely a livable bathroom. It's just a funky color. Or do we paint it?
It just doesn't go with everything else in the house now.
Back to Mark McNamara. The man had a black toilet seat in his shed. Actually, he has 2. So if this one breaks, I know I still have one more backup black toilet seat. Our toilet seat broke, and Mark's like, I have a black toilet seat. I'm like, and Sharon's like, of course you do. Of course you have.
Of course you do.
You do.
Thanks, McNamara Plumbing.
McNamara Plumbing to the rescue gave us our black toilet seat, which was it's still working fine. So we're all good on that one. But
someone's saying get rid of it.
Get rid of it.
Get rid of the bathroom.
Yeah,
someone's saying it.
Yeah, that's what Jim's saying. See, I'm saying, I don't know, it's a lot of work. We're doing the hardwood floors over. So the things we are going to do, we're going to kind of neutralize the entire downstairs. Yeah, you really got to see my house I really got to bring pictures in, because we have dogwood trees painted in our foyer. See, everybody's going to be like, well, nobody is going to look at this house. Yeah, I'm going to neutralize the dog. Jim's like, we're getting rid of those trees. I hate those trees. They're massive 2-story dogwood trees hand painted on the wall.
I know, I've seen them.
But hand painting was big in the 2000s. So that just goes to show you that times change and styles. You got to bring it to the time. So we are definitely going
especially if you want top dollar.
That's the other part. If you want top dollar for your house,
and this is your retirement,
this is our retirement. So this is going to be our big retirement asset, is selling our house. So we're going to put as much into it as we can. But again, you don't want to
overdo it.
So obviously the hardwood floors are going to get done. We already did the bathroom downstairs. We've done the kitchen. We did the downstairs is pretty much. So we're going to neutralize the whole downstairs paint wise, make it very neutral. And then the bathroom, to whoever commented, we're probably going to get rid of it. I think we're going to get rid of it. So that's going to be...
Jim's going to win that battle.
Jim is going to win that battle. So
you got to let him sweat a little bit.
Yeah. I don't want him to get ahead of himself here. But I think what will happen is we'll definitely get rid of the color and paint the woodwork white and change out so maybe the whole thing.
Yeah, I mean, you can. I think it's okay to sort of modernize it a little bit, but also give the buyer an opportunity to do something.
Pick out their own tile.
When you go into a house that's completely redone, it's hard for buyers to be like, well, I wanted to do a little something myself.
And that's what we say about going to Nashville. Like, I'm not saying I wouldn't want to walk into a house and have a stunning kitchen in there and be like, oh, this is a beautiful kitchen. I love it.
Need it.
But if somebody just redid the kitchen to sell the house and I walk in and I'm like, it's fine. But it's not my taste.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to rip out a brand new kitchen. I'd rather have a house.
Where's the dogwood tree?
Where's my dogwood tree? Where's my black appliance?
Where's my black toilet?
Yeah, my black toilet. So we would want to walk into a house in Nashville and be more like, great. Okay, so the kitchen needs to be redone. Fine, we'll do it ourselves and we'll make it what we want, because that's kind of what we're into. We want to do that. So that's what I'm hoping.
It's Sharon. Sharon's commenting. Get rid of it.
Get rid of it. I know, it's got to go.
It's got to go.
It's got to go. But I would rather buy a house in Nashville that needs a brand new kitchen and I can do it the way I want to do it. So that's kind of what we're going to look for in our next house and do it ourselves.
Do you think buyers here have sort of the same mentality, or what are you seeing with your buyers? Because really the show is all going to be about you and what's going on in your real estate. Because when we talked on the phone yesterday, you were like, oh, I've had a week.
We've had everything from A to Z this week.
Yeah.
When you go from like, $1 million house to mobile homes, you definitely have two completely different perspectives, which is kind of what we've had everything in between this week. So, but
for buyers, are you thinking that they're walking in?
It depends on what your price. I mean, if you want to get top dollar for your house in whatever town you live in, I think you have to be realistic that, we probably do need to do, if we get the most amount of money, I think then it's got to be perfect. It's got to be as close to perfect as you can make it. And then anything that's not, it's going to start knocking the price down a little bit. So, I mean, if you're in a certain price range, like if you have a high price range and you're coming in on a lower end, I don't think you expect the kitchen to be done. You want to do it yourself. So it depends on who your buyer is. Some people just want to walk in and plug and play. Like, I don't have to worry about picking out things. I'm not good at picking out stuff. I hate picking out paint colors. I just want to walk in and love it.
Yeah.
And then there are other people who walk in and they definitely want to make it their own. So that kind of is going to define what price range that you're going to be in.
Yeah.
So, we're going to try to neutralize it and make it as perfect as possible to get the most amount of money for it.
Yeah.
That's our thought process.
That's your thought process.
That's our thought process. But so that bathroom probably getting ripped out, I'm going to guess.
Yeah. Congratulations, Jim. You're winning.
Yeah, you're winning that battle.
So don't worry, Sharon.
Yeah. No worries there. So when we do, what else are we? Updating our heating system. So we've been on oil since we moved in, and there's gas on the street, but the builder put oil in. So we've slowly converted our appliances, fireplaces, now natural gas. That was the first thing we did. Then when we redid the kitchen, we did the stove is now natural gas. So we just had our plumber out. Actually, not our plumber. We had somebody from Snow and Jones come out and actually give us a price on a new heating system.
Oh,
so that's pricey. That's another big price tag. So, but we already have a new roof. We just had the roof replaced when the tree punched through the side of the house. We had the roof replaced. So the last really big ticket item is the heating system.
Yeah.
Yep.
The person that you recommended to me, is that the person that did your roof too?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Good.
Yep.
So you've done big ticket items, and we talk about this a lot, is like, the cosmetic things, those can change and they're fairly simple to change out. But I feel like, and this was me during my journey is I wanted to make sure that the mechanicals still worked and they were being maintained. And that's what mattered to me, because no, I didn't want to deal with putting in a new heating system or, replacing. I mean, I do have to replace my roof, but but I'm like, okay, I might be able to squeeze a couple of years out of it. And so I just didn't want to have to deal with it. And I feel like a lot of buyers feel that way too. Like for me, I wanted to be able to make a little bit of changes cosmetically where it was more my aesthetic.
Right.
And I think a lot of buyers feel that way too.
Yep. Some people are willing to put the elbow grease into it. You don't get a lot of those buyers anymore. They used to be like HGTV and everybody's doing their own stuff now. Whereas more, I feel
with the
like
shiplap all up the wall and everything.
Well, that's what we got in our downstairs.
Yeah.
Jim did the shiplap. We have the shiplap on our fireplace, the shiplap in the downstairs bath. All those little things are going to count towards that. People are going to be like, I love it. It's perfect. It's updated, which is why the black bathroom has to go, because it is not updated. And the dogwood trees in the hallway they got to go.
We've convinced you.
Yeah. And we still have hand painted. Our dining room still has a hand painted stencil all around it.
Really?
Jim's like, I still kind of like that. I'm like, you don't like the dogwood trees, but you're okay with the purple and beige.
You're really selling your house right now.
I know we got to go see it, but everybody's going to want to come see it because they're going to be like, you got to
do before and after photos.
I definitely will do before. I will have Rich come out and do. I'll have Rich come out and do before dogwood tree photos, black bathroom photos, and then when we do
this is the possibility of your house. You could go back to this.
You could put dogwood trees.
You could put dogwood trees.
Yep, you could put dogwood trees back up. Actually, Taylor's convincing me that when we really step forward, probably starting in September, when we really start doing stuff, she's like, you should really vlog this whole move.
That would be a really great series for you.
Yeah. So
everyone's got to follow Tracy Grady and the Grady team on social media.
On social media,
we're challenging you.
We have our own YouTube page, but I've just never done anything with it. So
we'll figure that out.
Yeah, we'll have to figure that out. But I think I'm really going to start when you start ripping apart your closets and you start ripping apart your drawer, you start looking around like, this would be helpful to people to figure out where do you begin on something like that. Yeah. Somebody else asked me that the other day. Another bar client asked me the other day, do you come in and actually,
we have a caller.
We have a caller.
Yes. And I know they're checking on you or whatever, but we have someone live from Richardson, Texas. We have the one and only Sharon McNamara on the phone.
Hello.
Howdy, everybody.
Howdy.
I was watching you guys live, and I'm so sad that my stream didn't work to be on the show. But I haven't been on the show now, in a month.
So she had to call, and she's like, "I'm having the DTs. I gotta get in."
Yeah, I know. Well, I'm loving your conversation. By the way, I am absolutely loving it. And I do remember the black toilet. By the way, as we're sitting there eating dinner, and he's like, "I have a black toilet. I have
toilet seat." And I'm like, "Who has a black toilet seat?" And you're like, "Of course you do, Mark. You have more stuff in that in your little annex out there than anybody."
He's like, "I actually have two.
So if you break that one, you can get another one."
I know. My goodness. But there was a topic that you guys were talking about right before I called in, and I wanted to pipe in on it. Now I can't remember what it was.
What were we talking about? Little thing, doing things to your house before you sell it, enjoying
the things that
buyers
wanting to buy, neutralizing.
Oh, I know what it is. One of the things that you were saying, Tracy, and like your point about, do you do it over and then take the risk that somebody doesn't want it, or do you, go buy something and then do it yourself? And I think it depends, right?
Yep.
So, there are a lot of people, like, you'll be in a great situation. And when the day comes for us, I mean, we've been in our house 33 years as well. We'll be probably in a situation where we're able to right size because we're leaving Massachusetts, right?
Correct. Yeah.
So you'll be able to buy a house, but you'll have the equity from your other house in order to do those renovations, where some people just don't have that.
Correct.
So they'll be buying a house and then they won't have the money to do it over. But there seems to be so much new construction. Like, I'm in right outside of Dallas right now, and I cannot believe how much new construction there is.
Like houses or like?
Yeah, new construction. There's just so much of it everywhere around here. So I think that gives people the ability to build exactly what they want to do. But
because I feel Nashville's different. Nashville's more like it's new construction, but it's tons of condos and apartments. And I think it's because it's that type of a community where people live for a year and then decide whether they're going to stay or not. Whereas I think down in Texas, I think you have more, like, I don't see a ton of new homes being built down in Nashville. Condos and apartments, like a dime a dozen. Crazy. Yeah. And you're saying new homes.
Well, they have a lot of land here. I mean, it's just so flat, so
yeah. Tumbleweed road.
And the houses are like, they're closer together than, our 40B developments out here.
Oh, so they're right on top of each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and they look the same.
Top of each other.
Yeah. Big homes?
Yes.
Yeah.
They're huge. Everything looks the same. And when you're up on this highway, it reminds me of the Jetsons, and you're looking down at all the roofs, like all the roofs are the same, even from the airplane coming in. Like everything is exactly the same.
All on a grid, kind of like on a grid. Like when you look down, it's like,
just,
yeah.
Everything is 100% the same. But
wow.
I just wanted to chime in, and again, I forget my initial thought of why I was calling, but
because you miss us.
Great. I'm listening, and I do miss everybody. Yeah, but I'm having a great time. I'm out here puppy sitting, so.
And it's hot.
Yeah.
It's hot down there.
It's a different type of hot. Here, this is so geographically, I'm not that talented. Talented in other things, perhaps. Yesterday, I was talking to Mark. I was like, it's really hot here. It's in the 98, 99. I go, but Mark, it's a different hot. It's like my skin is burning. I said, it almost feels like I'm closer to the equator or something. And he's like, Sharon, because you are. You're probably 1,500 miles closer to the equator.
Yeah.
That all makes sense then.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm much closer.
It probably doesn't compare to the hot that you felt last summer when you were, where were you? Somewhere in South America, right?
Oh,
Belize.
It really does feel sort of the same. The sun intensity. It does, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But great show.
Yeah.
Excited to be putting something together with you, Tracy. I think that's sort of a nice little love story that happened within Boston Connect Real Estate. Kristen Howlett, full-time realtor who also does the show, had the land. You had the buyer for the land.
Yep.
Your builder's putting up 3 houses, and my client is the first one to buy it. So
that's
go team Boston Connect Real Estate.
The most adorable couple ever.
And they're getting married.
And they're getting married at the end of the month. And actually, the sister was the one who got married in Belize.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's a great story.
Yep.
Yeah. It's just, it's one of those great stories. Yeah. Can't wait.
And they met in Greece at Casey's wedding.
Again, another awesome
Isn't that
story.
Crazy? I love that story.
I love the mother. Get on the plane, Doug. Get on the plane. You have to go. He's like, yeah, but I missed the plane. Yeah, I know, but it's your best friend. You got to go. And he meets his wife.
Yeah.
So
I know. It's amazing. I love this. I love the whole story.
Listen to your mother. That's what it goes down to.
Listen
to your mother. When your mother tells you to get on the plane, you get on the plane. Get on the plane, Doug.
It's like a home or like a Nicholas Sparks movie.
No, like Nicholas Sparks movies all end in despair and tragedy. I will not even read. Don't even get me started on the Nicholas Sparks book.
Okay, so Hallmark.
Thank you.
Okay, the Hallmark Channel.
A Lacey Chabert movie in the making.
What?
She's in all of the Hallmark movies.
Oh my gosh.
She's in all the Hallmark movies. But yeah, no, not Nicholas Sparks.
I think the one line out of this whole entire show should be a snippet of listen to your mom. And that's all. That's all you need.
That's all you need. Listen to your mother.
That's all you need.
Good things come when you listen to your mother.
Oh, well, again, I just wanted to call in. Sorry to interrupt. Great show. I won't be there next week either, so I don't know who's doing the show next week.
Kristen will be doing the show with me next week for our monthly
tournament. Summer will be over and I'll be back. There we go.
Yesterday was the best story, though, watching you two trying to make this all work from out of state and home. And Melissa's just staring at the screen. And I'm like, why is she saying Sharon's not talking? I can hear Sharon clear as a bell. She's not delayed at anything at all. And
watching the video 7 minutes later. So
truly, I was watching the video 7 minutes later. But when her face came on the screen, it's like, call Tracy, see if she could do the show tomorrow. I'm like, I feel like she's talking to my soul. Like I'm like looked over my shoulder. Like, is she behind me? How does she know I'm watching?
Yeah, Tracy called me dying laughing yesterday.
Continue taking and I'm gonna take Tallulah for a walk. That's what I'm here for.
All right, Tallulah.
Flying back in tomorrow. Have a great show. Bye, Tim. Thanks for piping me in.
Oh, you're welcome. Safe travels.
Bye.
All right. See you, everybody. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Have a great day.
Yeah. That was Sharon McNamara, broker owner of Boston Connect Real Estate from Pembroke, Mass.
From
That's Sharon
Dallas,
from
Texas.
Pembroke.
No, we have Sharon from Pembroke calling from Dallas, Texas.
No. I said she was in Richardson.
Richardson, Texas.
Which is near Plano.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I mean, the whole thing is funny. I mean, yesterday was so funny. Yeah. We're funny. If you like humor, continue to listen.
We think we are.
We think we're hilarious. Okay, so yesterday on the phone, you said we've had a week. Let's talk about it. What's going on? Yep. What happened?
My first venture into a mobile home. We've never done a mobile home. So we have a lovely client who is selling her house in Hanover. It's basically a flip house, and she knew it going into it. She's like, I just want to sell my house, and all I want is a mobile home and a new car. That's all she wanted. She's like, I'd like to get the most I possibly could for my house, and these are my requirements. On the flip side is I want to be in a mobile home. So we started looking at mobile homes. My first venture into mobile homes, never been in one before. So now I've been in probably about 4 or 5. Impressive, beautiful inside. Yeah. I mean, perfect for somebody in her situation, in her 70s, she still wants her own outdoor space. Yeah. Like to be her own. Like she doesn't want to live in a condo. She doesn't want to be in an apartment. She wants her own little space so she can have a little garden, do what she wants to do, have people around her that, similar age, so mobile home park, perfect. So we started looking into that. So we started making offers, and I guess I was a little taken aback by HOA fees, like we were talking about that, because you own the mobile home, but you don't own the land. You lease the land from the mobile home park. So it becomes part of your monthly fee. So you're paying a lease for the land and you own the house. That I did not know. That was something new for me to understand. So writing up the offer was a bit different, and the prices are different. So the mobile homes probably range anywhere. I mean, if it's a single wide to a double wide, from as low as $189,000 to up towards to almost $400,000
in this particular community. Or are you talking about in general?
But in general, yeah, because we looked. She primarily wanted to either be in Kingston, and her family. She has family in Pembroke and Bridgewater. So we ended up in Bridgewater. She made an offer this week, which was accepted yesterday. So I'm so excited for her. She's so excited. She's like, I couldn't sleep. I couldn't sleep. I was so excited overnight. So she is moving on to the next phase. So her house is under agreement in Hanover, and we have an offer accepted on a mobile home for her in Bridgewater. So everything's going great for her. And I actually haven't seen this one yet, but Jim went with her the other day, and her son-in-law came, and absolutely stunning. She doesn't have to do anything to it. A few of the other ones we looked at were a little dated, had a few issues here and there, maybe a roof. One had a spongy floor, so you don't know what you're getting into until you get in there. This one is all done. So all she has to do is move in and basically plug and play. She's gonna move in, drop her stuff, and she's good to go. So we're super excited for her. But writing up the offer and things it's a bill of sale, like you were saying before we were talking before the show. It's more like buying a car.
Yeah, it's like selling or buying a car. But also there's the factor of park approval. So the buyer
credit
could have an accepted offer, but they have to be approved by the park as well.
Correct. She has to fill out an application, which has all of her information on it, and submit a credit report. So we had to do that with the offer. So that's going through now. So there is that chance that I can't imagine she would have a problem, but that's something you have to think about too. You have to fill out the application. You have to have a credit report. And then the bill of sale had to go into the offer as well. And then everything else was pretty much the same. Are you leaving your refrigerator? Are you leaving your, the things that are staying, the things that are washer, dryer, things of that nature. Yeah. So it was definitely interesting. My first venture into it. No basement. I mean, it's on a pad. It's like on slab.
Well, also when I don't know if she's doing a home inspection, but when you have a home inspection on a mobile home, you kind of want an inspector who will go underneath as well, or somebody who specializes in these mobile homes to go underneath the mobile home to check underneath there too.
Yeah, because you don't know what's under there. I mean, most of them are covered with like lattice work.
You just peel it back. You go in to crawl under there, and make sure that everything structurally is fine, holding it up. There's no leaks under there. Things like that. Maybe the sponge floor had a leak.
That was a spongy floor. Yeah, that was definitely, we didn't end up with that one. So, but so that was our venture into that. And mobile homes, but lovely. Like you get in them and you're like, I feel like I'm in a ranch. I just feel like I'm in a regular ranch home.
Yeah.
There is nothing. We were talking about the whole thing, like we doing mobile homes in Massachusetts. And I said to Melissa before the show, I'm like, but most states do have mobile homes, right? They do.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you were talking about being down in Florida.
Yeah.
And
Tornado.
Yeah.
My great grand lived in a home like that, and tornado came running through.
Yep.
We hid in the bathtub.
Well, I think most people kind of make a humor out of like, well, why do tornadoes always hit mobile home parks? They don't notoriously hit mobile
that's where they're located.
Well, that's where they're located, but you also have to remember it's a lighter structure.
Yeah.
So it takes a lot to take down, a 2,000, 3,000 square foot home, but a mobile home is going to be more susceptible to weather for that exact reason, which is why people are like, why do tornadoes hit mobile home parks? They don't. They just have more impact on a mobile home.
They don't have a meeting every year and say, all right, these are the parks we're going to hit this year.
Okay. Tornado, what park are we hitting?
No, but they're common in high traffic areas for tornadoes.
Yep. And in the Midwest, because it is so flat in the Midwest, whereas here we're a little bit more ups and downs, but in the Midwest that tornado hits that ground and boy, it's going right along.
But on a flat ground, that's kind of what you want for a mobile home. You want it to be flat. And not, rocky hills going through.
Set that on that.
Hello?
Tracy, stay near your mic, please.
Sorry. Thank you. I will.
So, yeah, I mean, it's definitely, and Kristen Howlett, who's a full-time realtor here at Boston Connect Real Estate, is going to be on the show with me next Saturday for our monthly segment of highlighting a community south of Boston. But she's done a lot of mobile homes.
Yeah, I did not know that.
So she's really a great resource to lean in on. I believe her mom lives in a mobile home park and things like that. So, I mean, they're great. They're great for if that's what you want for your lifestyle.
This is absolutely what she wanted.
She's helped quite a few buyers and sellers for mobile homes. So. Yeah. Great person to lean into. So, but now Tracy's going to be an expert. So
here we go.
If you have one or want one, call Tracy.
Give me a buzz.
Give her a buzz.
I'm fresh up on it right now.
Yeah. What else went on this week?
We have a new home coming on the market in Pembroke, a colonial on Acorn Lane this week, which was kind of different from obviously we went from the mobile home back to the 3,000 square foot house type. And again, same situation. These people are deciding what do I want to do after I sell the big asset. Our kids are married, or one of our kids are married, one is moved out, so they're ready to go, but they can't decide what they want to do until you sell your big asset. Like, how much money extra am I going to have? Can I afford to buy something up here, or should I rent something up here and buy something down? Where am I going to spend most of my time? I think most people, depending on where your kids are, like our neighbors next door, their granddaughter is up here. So they're always going to have ties up here. So they're going to always need someplace to stay up here. So I think what will happen is they will buy something up here, something small that they can stay at, and then they'll just travel all over.
Well, I know Sharon and Mary have a fantastic condo that if they are interested in a condo here in Pembroke, they can buy.
I think I'm doing that open house today. At 599 Washington?
Yeah.
I'm doing the open house there today at 599
Oh, it did get
Washington
extended? Street. I was confused. I was part of a text yesterday, and I was like, I don't know what's happening.
Yesterday was
I'm sure you guys could.
I'm
sure you guys have figured it out.
Yes. So, yes, I will be there today between 11 and 1 at 599 Washington Street, a lovely one-bedroom condo unit, garden condo unit, which is great. Instead of renting, own, and, you have something as an asset. You can always keep it. You can rent it. There's so many things you could do with it. So why pay rent when you can own?
Why pass up on the opportunity?
Yeah, it's
so 11 to 1, and they're going to do another one from 1 to 3. So
at the same unit?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. 11 to 1.
Yeah.
1 to 3. Oh,
I believe Mary will relieve you.
Okay. The double header there.
So, double header
at 599 Washington Street, right next to Dishes. close to Dairy Twist, right on 53. So super easy access to the highway. So
also very close to Christina's restaurant.
Also close to Christina's restaurant. Correct.
Come and visit.
Come visit us. Come visit us. We're going to be there. Both of us are going to be there tonight.
We'll be there tonight.
We're doing the show tonight. We're going to bring the band back together at the restaurant tonight.
Yeah. We're encore tonight.
Encore.
No, we have fun.
Oh, we have a good time.
We have too much fun.
Our problem is we have too much fun. That is definitely our problem. But again, the right sizing, and I had somebody at the bar also getting ready to put their house on the market. I think they're going to be going on with actually Sharon, I think, helping them out, putting their house on the market. And she has an in-law. So she was also confused, like, is this helping me or is it hurting me? What do you think the market is right now? I said, well, I think multi-generational is huge right now. And with the whole addition of ADUs, additional dwelling units being allowed, because most of these towns have limited it for so many years. You had to have 800 square feet. It had to be attached. It had to be a blood relative that was living in the property. And most of the towns, because of the governor's order, has now allowed ADUs to be detached. So the nanny pod, the separate dwelling unit in your backyard for a generational, I think is going to be huge.
Yeah.
I think it's anything you do like that. They've been doing it in California forever, taking detached garages and turning them into, studio apartments or a studio or a business or something. So now finally we are catching up here in Massachusetts for the multi-generational living, which I think is great.
Yeah, I think it's great too. We're actually going to have somebody be on the show sometime in the fall, just with schedule wise. Sharon's going to be interviewing somebody talking about ADUs and sort of what they are and how we can sort of bring them to our backyard.
I'm working for the town of Hanover right now. The planning board does all the approvals of ADUs. So you do have to have an approval for an actual ADU. Even if you have the space for it, the town has to approve the living space, the 900 square feet.
Because you can essentially be bringing more people into town, which is more traffic, which is, yes, more revenue for businesses, but
services,
accounting for you need more services,
police, fire, schools, everything to that nature. So but there have been a bunch already that have come through that have been approved. Some of them have been existing space converted into an ADU, and some have been in brand new construction, like building a brand new unit. One case was the granddaughter bought the grandparents' house, and then the grandparents built the ADU in the backyard. Beautiful. And they did a fantastic job. It's a really nice looking, it's a beautiful house to begin with anyway. And then they kind of mimicked a smaller version of the house.
Oh, cute.
So it looks really nice.
I love that.
Yeah. So it looks really great. So, and they're very happy. Yep. Grandparents are thrilled to be there. The granddaughter's happy to be able to have the grandparents in the backyard, built-in babysitter. Perfect. I mean, there's a lot. ADUs are going to be, I think they're going to be huge. So, and back to, I think it's going to be great for her house as far as selling it in Pembroke, that you have the in-law space. It's additional space. They have somebody leasing it right now. It's great additional income. So
do you think that eventually one day people won't want them? Like they would think, oh, I don't really need that space. Like every family dynamic is different. So like for me, if I was going to buy a house, I was like, I'd be like, I don't really need like an in-law situation or ADU situation. Like, but it might be too much space for somebody.
It might be too much space. It still has to be the right match.
Yeah.
Like if you're, you have to have that separate, either the need to rent it to somebody or that member of your family that's always going to need a space somewhere down the line. Mother-in-law, father-in-law, aunt, uncle, child that needs additional space to live because of a divorce or something. And then you can put them in, you could put your daughter and her daughter in your ADU out back and they're still close to you. So I think it's always going to be a need for it.
Yeah.
And I think and the fact that it's and I think the fact that we have been kind of against multi-generational and made it so difficult when I worked in Paris, it just seemed like it was such a struggle for people.
And by we, you mean town, like the town itself.
Towns themselves just made it difficult for that. Like when you have a mother or somebody that needs to be taken care of, you kind of want to help them out and give them a nice, comfortable space that they're going to be comfortable in and a space where you can take care of them. So now I think it's really come to that. And I think it'll be good going forward.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
So
look at you.
Look at me. EDU, queens of EDUs, pretty much.
And then obviously you got something under agreement with Sharon.
Yes,
and so that
new
was
construction.
new construction. And you were highlighting your open houses last Saturday. Little did you know.
Little did I know that they were going to come in the door and loving it. And then the best part though, Sunday, the couple made the offer on Saturday. The builder accepted their offer. They're getting married the end of the month. I mean, I'm like, can you put anything else on your plate? Really, I mean, you've got a lot going on. You're getting married, you're buying a new house, but the entire family was there on Sunday. So first people through the door, mom, dad, her sister, twin sisters, uncles, everybody was there. They're all walking through the house. They're gushing all over it. They're taking pictures out in front together. It was just like one of those great mornings, like, oh, this is so great.
Mhm.
And we had a great open house. We had probably 5 other groups through that were like, so when's this house going to be? I'm like, well, it's ready and it's already under agreement. So we actually accepted an offer on it, but we have a brand new one next door,
Mhm.
which is probably about 8 weeks out.
Oh, wow.
And it has
I didn't
a
know it was
farmer's
that
porch in the front.
far along.
We did the walkthrough with a couple of groups last week, walking through. So all the mechanicals are rough wired in. So plumbing and electrical is all rough wired in. They're doing a farmer's porch on the front. So they don't look they're not exactly the same. The color is different. The lot is different. So if anybody's still in the market, we have another one that's going to be ready to go in about 8 weeks.
So Sharon's buyers preferred the ones that they saw?
Yes.
11?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. They preferred 11. So because we took them, they did go over and look at it. And I'm like, I think timing wise for them, it was going to be perfect.
Yeah.
So, and
they're a little busy right now.
They've got a lot going on. They don't really need to be picking out tile and cabinets and everything.
Yeah.
So, but we definitely have that house available as well on Elm Place. I'm not sure what the number is. It's lot 2. It's lot 2, Elm Place. I don't know what the number is yet, but again, a lovely home, very similar, a few differences so that they're not identical to each other. So come on in, check it out, give us a call. You can call me and we'll show it to you anytime you'd like to see it.
Wow. Yeah. You guys are just new construction filled to the brim.
We are filled to the brim with new construction for sure. And then the other house, we just had a really busy, the summer has been busy. The beginning of the year, definitely a little.
It was slow.
It was a little slow.
Yeah.
But everything's
slow start, but we're
trudging through.
We're getting there.
Picking up speed.
Yeah.
That's for sure. And then the house, our house in Pembroke's coming on the market Wednesday. 20 Acorn Lane. We are going in at $899. It is 3 bedrooms. Beautiful lot, side street if you're looking for that, neighborhood that really, it's off of Mountain Ave. Lovely. So keep your eyes open. We'll be doing it coming soon. We're going to do it coming soon. Monday or Tuesday. We're going live on Wednesday. We'll do open houses next weekend.
Perfect. As soon as you get your photos, just send them on over. We'll do it coming soon for you.
Yes.
Yeah, I love that.
Excited.
Yeah, a lot going on.
Really busy.
Yeah.
Very, very busy.
And Pembroke is going to be very busy today.
Oh my goodness.
We were just talking about this before. I go, do you know everything that's going on here in Pembroke?
It is a busy Saturday morning.
Busy Saturday.
So the rundown, Melissa.
Yes.
A lot.
So if you follow us on social media, you'll see that we promoted this and have been promoting this. But we are one of the proud sponsors of the Pembroke Arts Festival and Community Day. And it's today and tomorrow. Today we are going to have a booth at the Arts Festival and Community Day right in front of the Pembroke Community Center, beautiful new Pembroke Community Center.
Gorgeous.
So I will be there with Jenny Wandell this morning, and
also a full-time broker here.
Also a full-time agent here at Boston Connect Real Estate. We're going to be setting up, she'll be doing her thing, and then Connor Sullivan is going to be relieving her, and then Sue Bollinger, both full-time realtors here at Boston Connect Real Estate. I believe Sue is doing an open house and she's coming in afterwards. So it's going to be a great day. So if you want to stop by and say hi to one of our agents, meet us and
check out the artwork.
And see, how we can help your real estate dreams come true. Stop by our booth, say hi. We have some great giveaways too. So I know Jenny was in here the other day putting together some goodie bags and things. So yeah, so good for her. But yeah, a lot going on. So that's in front of the community center. I found out last night that there's a touch-a-truck behind the community center. And then across the street at First Church, in front of First Church, I believe that's where the Pembroke Farmers Market is going to be. So Christina's will have a booth over at the Pembroke Farmers
Treats.
Sweet treats. Check
it out.
Yeah.
Sandwiches.
I think she's doing ice cream Sundays today with her cart.
Oh, I think I might. Yeah.
Yeah. Sandwiches, delicious
ice cream.
And there's just a ton of vendors there. I mean, Ethan and I love to go to the farmers market. We bebop around. Now we know exactly what we're getting, so we're in and out. But it's a really great thing. And then I believe First Church is doing like a strawberry. I think it's called like a strawberry shortcake festival or something at First Church as well. So there's
you can just park your car and walk from event to event because they are all within walking distance.
Strawberry social?
I don't know what it is. Okay. I think Ginny is a member of the First Church, and she said that it has something to do with strawberry. I thought she said strawberry shortcake. Like you can get a strawberry shortake.
Oh,
sounds good to me.
Yeah,
it'd be homemade. None of that store bought.
I know.
No,
they better be growing those strawberries.
Growing those strawberries on a biscuit, Tim. Or on one of those little spongy things. Do we like it?
No.
Like, you like it on a biscuit?
More like a biscuit.
Yeah, me too. Yep, like those crescent biscuits with my favorite.
Delish. Yep. We might have to bebop around.
I think I'm going to have to check out the Strawberry Shortcake Festival.
So it's funny because I said as I was leaving the restaurant last night, I said to Carrie, I was like, I'll see you tomorrow. And she's like, oh, you're going to stop by? And I was like, well, I'll be across the street. So if you need anything on my side of the street, let me know. And she's like, if you need anything on my side of the street, let me know.
Let me know. Yeah, it's going to be
a lot going on
it's going to be busy up in the center of Pembroke. Take that into consideration, people.
Yeah, take it into consideration, but also come by.
Stop in. There's so many things at the
much going on.
At the farmers market always has great
and
stuff.
Really great things on display and to purchase at the Pembroke Arts Festival and Community Day. So stop by. It's
going to be a good day.
It's going to be really great. But we do have a couple open houses I'm going to highlight, and then I'll give you an opportunity to give your contact information out. So Sharon and Mary, every weekend, Saturday and Sunday, they do Cushing Trails in Hanson from 10 to 12, and Cochise Estates in West Bridgewater, new time 10 to 12 as well, because they added a Wednesday night commuter open house. 599 Washington Street, Unit 1 in Pembroke. You are going to be there from 11 to 1.
11 to 1 today.
And then Mary will be there from 1 to 3.
Excellent.
So that has a new price of $459. So be sure to stop by and say hi to either Tracy and fall in love, or say hi to Mary. Fall in love. This afternoon.
Excellent.
Sam Horton and Connor Sullivan have a multifamily, 48 Rockcliffe Street in Fall River. They are doing a group showing today from 10 to 11:30. So if you're interested in the multifamily, it's on for $649.9. And then Sue Bollinger has a new listing, 211 Lake Street, Unit 50 in Weymouth. She is going to be there tomorrow, 11 to 12:30, and that's on for $300,000.
Ooh, very affordable.
Yes. Nice. Love it.
Yep.
And it has a spiral staircase. Like it's cute. Yeah, it's cute.
Yep.
Okay, so final thoughts and going and how can people get in touch with you?
Okay, if you need to get in touch with me, you can reach me at 617-620-8484, and that's Tracy Grady, or my husband Jim, who can be reached at 617-842-4019. I will be at the open house today at 599 Washington Street from 11 to 1. We'll be around, and new house coming on the market this week, so keep your eyes open.
Keep your eyes out. BostonConnect.com to find all of our contact information. You can go to Talk Real Estate Roundtable to listen to any of our past shows, or go to your podcast app and type in Talk Real Estate Roundtable. I will be back live and in studio with Kristen Howlett, full-time realtor here at Boston Connect Real Estate next Saturday, so we'll see you then. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks, Tim.
Thanks, Tim.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
It's a neighborly day in this beauty wood, neighborly day for a beauty. Would you be mine?